he sings sweet songs on the streets by day, but at night he scores goals and assists. And that's all you really want from a man, really, isn't it?
Don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. I won't wait for you, 'cause you keep telling lies. I keep going high, she keeps going low. At the end of the day, she's gone. But you don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. And you keep telling lies.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Outcasts 2 Icons. If you've been enjoying the series, of course, drop a like on the video, helps out, algorithm ultras, all that jazz. Today, we're starting with Troy Gregory, our English left-sided player. Now has 2 caps for England as well. It just took joining Sassuolo for Pippo Inzaghi to realise that actually he was the man he needed in his England squad. Now, we have a lot on our plate this season with both League and obviously the Champions League going on. So we're going to be juggling a lot of different games, and we're going to make sure that we keep on top of all of that using the OneFootball app. We can set up live score notifications for all the leagues that we want to follow, particularly in this case Serie A, as well as any, even ones that we don't want to follow, and we will get notifications for them. We'll get live team lineups, transfer news, all the other kind of news around the leagues, as well as live scores when they matter the most. So once again, a huge thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring this video, and you can download the app for free with the link in the top line of the description. I've now got him working on a PPM to get rid of those long shots that he keeps taking, because he doesn't have, it's not so much that he keeps taking them, it's just that I want him to take less of them, and we'll slowly be able to mould him into a pretty solid player on this left-hand side. I'm also training Overmars to play here too, because I feel like that actually might be if we could train Overmars to play across the entire front three, he will find a lot of game time in this team, because there's always going to be spaces, particularly when we rotate around. I mean, he has found some game time as well in the off-camera matches too. In other news, Troy Gregory has been known to be busking around the town of Sassuolo. But not just any old busking. Oh no, he's not just going out there with the guitar. Man's got that backpack drum kit action going on. He's like the Dick Van Dyke of Sassuolo town centre. And as a result, he's been somewhat ironically named Little Drummer Boy, given that he's 6 foot tall. But nevertheless, man gives us a beat. The other reason I wanted to highlight him is because obviously he's had, he hasn't been spectacular to start with. He's just sort of been finding his way. He got us that good goal against Marseille. Now, you will actually, as you can see some attributes down here, you'll notice that he has actually contributed a little bit more than that now. But him and Candido are very evenly matched in terms of their output. Candido's just done it in less minutes. But what I would note is that I was looking at some of the stats, the deeper stats, the underlying stats that aren't just goals and assists, which obviously is the main thing overall. But in such a short sample size, it can be a bit misleading. Troy Gregory is dominating Candido in literally every single underlying stat, including all the defensive ones as well, by considerable margins. He crosses way more consistently and gets way more cross completion, like 5 times as much. He makes 50% more key passes per game. We score more with him. There's a lot of things that Troy Gregory is doing that makes me very happy, and I think over the long term this season, he is going to be the man. And one last piece of good news, Lanza got his first ever Italian call-up to the national team, and he scored on his Italian debut. So that's really, I'm really happy for the guy, to be honest. I think he's been a bit of a club legend over that 1 year, and hey, he started this year flourishing as well, so that's exciting. But today, it's Champions League. Obviously, we'll show you the off-camera games in the central part of the episode. But today, we go at home. Sorry, not at home. Away to Real Sociedad. Easily the sort of the top of the table clash in this group, if you like. They've got... I'll have to show you the guy that I've been looking at for years. I think his name's Espinoza. I'll give you guys a little gander as to why I was interested in him in a sec. If he's still there, that is. Now, obviously, I'm going to be rotating the squad around. This is the squad I played for the last game. You can sort of see how many... It's great being able to do this before Champions League games. Start Overmars, Niewiadomski, Eklu, Candido actually started this game as well. It was brilliant. Glavash in there too, which means coming into games like this, bam, we get to play a fully fresh and rotated front line. Obviously, Overmars won't start this one. We'll be going back to Magnus Nissen. But Overmars, he's not fully fit yet. He'll get there. But it's just so great being able to do that and rotate in, the likes of Gregory, Granados, Pavlich, Milivojev, all completely fresh and raring to go for a Champions League game, having had a complete week off of playing football. It's so good to be able to do that and feel confident that the team is going to perform regardless, because Niewiadomski, 3 caps for Poland now, is absolutely smashing it. He's developing brilliantly. It's great to see. Glavash will make the bench, though, for today's game. I don't want to drop him out entirely. So the bench will be Glavash, Ramon, Eklu, Siggy Johnson, who had a slight knock before, El Yazidi, Candido, and of course, Timon Overmars. So, yes, he is still here. So here's the guy I was on about. This is Marcelo Espinoza. Now, you can sort of see why I was interested in this guy, particularly back when we were using straight-up winger on that left-hand side, because obviously he was a bit younger at the time when I was first looking at him. But, yeah, great physicals, some solid mentals in there too, some nice little technical attributes. He's not even too awful. I mean, his marking's trash, though, so I would never play him as a defender. But, yeah, he was one of the players I was looking at one point. Apparently, we are the underdogs, which does sort of make sense for a bit, really, when you consider the fact that Real Sociedad have been an established big side in Spain in this save, particularly, like, and when I say big side in Spain, I know they are already, but I mean, like, Champions League regular qualifiers in this save. Here we are, away from home, they're in great league form. Obviously, they actually have a real player in their team. He's 31. Wow. He must be like 15, 16 at the start of this save. It might also be because obviously technically we've had that sort of weird thing with the seasons, but still, I didn't realise there were real players that were still as young as that in this save. Okay then, off we go. Didn't actually make any tactical changes, but sure, FM, you do you, buddy. Away from home here, I think the key thing as far as our chances of winning this group go is, really, when it comes to the Southampton and Real Sociedad games, is if we just don't lose the away matches, then we're in a really good spot right there, because I feel like we should be good enough now to beat Marseille in the home game. Although, have we already played Marseille at home? I can't even remember now. It's hard to say. Point is, we've started off with some tough games, and it looked like it could get even tougher here. Good block, comes back to him, and it's a great piece of blocking. I think that was actually from Uriarte. Milivojevic has had to come off injured after just 12 minutes, so Komi Eklu is now in. And I'm not opposed to that at all. I actually really like him as that Mez. My God, something's finally happening. It's been a pretty stale first half. This group has been sort of, oh, it's Troy Gregory! What a ball in from Komi Eklu. And Troy Gregory, the only man who's scored in the Champions League for us this season, just netted his 3rd goal of the year. Bear in mind, Candido didn't even have one until like after Christmas or something. It was mad. What a ball in from Eklu. And Gregory's just got the beating of the centre-backs, and brilliant header from him. And that's really been the only big opportunity of the game. Eklu. Yes, nice pass, Komi. Bit of space for us now, and Gregory's in there again! And it's a big save from Uriarte. Gregory's been excellent today. Well, oh, that's brilliantly picked up by Aguirre. Got to be careful here. It goes past one challenge, and, oh, it's off the post. Milosevic very nearly lost his Euro clean sheet record. Well, it's half-time, and this game's tighter than a duck's arsehole, but we are 1-0 up, and that's the main thing. Troy Gregory does it again. Real Sociedad like to play the ball around. They are certainly... Oh, that's a great ball. Colucci's in, and surely... Oh, my God, what a save! Petar Milosevic, I tell you what, he really does rise to the occasion in the Champions League. If we could grab a second goal, though, that would change everything. Eklu now on the right-hand side. Can he deliver something special? No, but Michal Chea might be able to. Lancer and Gregory! Oh, he's got another chance at it. Passes it across. Oh, and Eklu, and my God, how many blocks do they want to put in there? Mother of Christ. Oh, if we'd have been able to score on that play, that would have made me feel a lot more comfortable. But we go again. Gregory now. Lovely ball for Lancer. It's just a... One for the cameras there, eh, Unai? Oh, nice work again. Whips it through. Lancer knocks it down, and Overmars is on the end of it, but it's offside, and Tainan Overmars is denied his first goal for the club there. That must have been bloody tight. I'm guessing it was Lancer that was offside. Bloody hell. The guy in the air looked like... I mean, I think the fact that he was in the air made him look further forward than he was. That looked extremely tight. It's a shame for Overmars. That would have been a good moment for him to score his first goal for his Granados' ball in. Lancer! Why did the post from Lancer? We're going to try and time waste the crap out of this final few moments of this match just to see out this game with the result that we want. Oh, and we let Colucci get it there. That could be devastating if we don't allow someone to tackle him eventually. Please, somebody tackle him. Oh, God. Goikashea. A great save and put in on the rebound by Juanma Velasco, and we've thrown it away in the 90th minute. Oh, they just... Yeah, I think Lancer was a bit tired, but we didn't have another sub because we'd just taken off Troy Gregory to freshen things up there. They don't track Colucci properly. The time is allowed. Goikashea gets around the side. It's a good initial stop by Milosevic, but he just palms it into the path of Velasco, and that has really bitten us at the death. So close to what would have been a fantastic victory and a chance at, you know, really winning this group comfortably. Not comfortably, but like would have given us a huge opportunity there, and it is 1-1 in the end, and I don't think we can really complain on the scoreline overall. It was a very even game, and ironically, that goal at the end, if Milosevic had just managed to palm that away somewhere other than into the path of Juanma Velasco, then, I mean, it is his mistake, but it's also not really, because they shouldn't have allowed Goikashea that much space to get the original shot in. Damn it. But still, we are unbeaten, but that is not ideal right now. But we have now got through both the Saints and Real Sociedad away games without defeat, which hopefully will allow us to be a bit more forthcoming in the home games, which is coming up in a second. Right then, we're back. Unfortunately, in the first of the off-camera matches, we drew 0-0 away at Spout. They played a system that I thought we'd be able to get through fairly easily with a very narrow sort of Christmas tree. And yeah, we just weren't able to really break them down, and a 0-0 was the result. We literally had no highlights in this game at all. It was very, very boring. Luckily, though, we picked things up again at home against Frosinone in the next game. Lancer getting the ball out on the right-hand side here. Eventually, it comes across to Troy Gregory. Great header from him. 1-0 to us after 27 minutes. And then, with moments left in the match, 85th minute, we managed to wrap things up perfectly. Eklu gets the ball here. Gregory knocks it round the side here. Lovely little back heel to Jan Brunner for 2-0 Sass. Nice to see Jan Brunner grabbing himself his, I think that was his 3rd goal of the season already. He's already bettered his goal tally of last season. It's incredible. And Troy Gregory with a goal and an assist in this game. Lovely to see that from him. He sings sweet songs on the streets by day, but at night he scores goals and assists. And that's all you really want from a man, really, isn't it? Next up, though, it was away to Fiorentina, directly after the sort of disappointment against who was it? Real Sociedad. Unfortunately, a slight mistake here allowed Alan Fleece to give Fiorentina the lead after 11 minutes. Frustrating times for us. Sadovic didn't do a great job on it, but luckily on the 22nd minute we were able to get back into the game. Milivojevic drops the ball across here. Gregory knocks it short, and Granados hammers it home. Nice assist from Gregory and a gorgeous strike from Granados gave us a very quick equaliser. And then moments later, in the 24th minute, we managed to get ourselves in front. Lovely little skip there. Great ball in from Milivojevic. Troy Gregory in there again. Another goal and an assist in back-to-back league games, which is exactly what you want from the guy. But by half-time, things got even better for us. Granados picks it up, delivers a gorgeous pass over the top, and Magnus Nissen just does what he does. Drills it low and hard for 3-1 on the stroke of half-time. And that's kind of all we really needed at that point to set us away. But we had more in the tank in the second half. Sadovic getting the ball here, drops it around the side for Jan Bruno, pops it around, and there was Troy Gregory. 2 goals and an assist on the night for Troy. He is popping off now. Then I decided to make a few little changes, and Fiorentina found a little route back into the game. Protasov with the ball through for Piccoli, and, well, I mean, it's just a fantastic effort from the edge of the area, making it 4-2, and they kind of did deserve that at the point. But then, as the game wore on, in the 91st minute, Pavlich with the gorgeous delivery here, flicked away to the edge of the area, Glavash knocks it around the side, and there was Overmars popping up to make it 5-2 to Sassuolo in stoppage time. But there was still time for one more. Less than a minute later, Pavlich's ball in, Siggy Jonsson's goal, 6-2 Sass. So much to say about this game. It's hilarious. We created way less chances in this game than we did in the last one, and yet we were able to score 6 goals. Just how it goes. But Troy Gregory was a monster in this game. 2 goals and an assist in this one. A goal and an assist in his last league game. He is just popping off now. But also, that goal Siggy scored was his 106th goal for the club in all competitions, which now overtakes Domenico Berardi as Sassuolo's top scorer of all time. So Siggy really is a club legend, no matter which way you cut it, really, and that is incredible. In addition to that, during this match day, Lazio were hosting Brescia, and Brescia won 5-2 away at Lazio. They are flying. And Augusto Rivas hasn't even been playing for them because he's at the Pan American Games at the moment, banging goals in for Argentina's under-22s. God knows what they're going to be like when he comes back. And lastly, we hosted Benevento. Michelchair's ball in. Uriarte was the man on the end of it with a header. A rare goal from him on the half-an-hour mark gave us the lead. And then we sort of had a bit of a downtime, but then fully on the hour mark, Lancer with a gorgeous little ball over the top. It's just classic Magnus Nissen. He's so good at those low, hard finishes. Bottom corner, 2-0 Sassuolo. Nissen reeling away with the goal. Then we had one more sting in the tail in the 79th minute. Eklu getting the ball out on the right-hand side here. And this is just a gorgeous piece of play. Great little strike from Glavash, but Tandino just turns it home brilliantly. 3-0. Really strong from us yet again. Took a little while to get going, and in the second half, we just sort of blew them out the water, which was really nice to see. But as you can see from the squad again, Eklu and Nevadomski started this game. Glavash, Overmars started on the left in this one and did not do well. Neither did Jan Bruno, actually. He had a really poor game in this game. I don't know why, considering we kept a clean sheet. I mean, I took him off before we got the clean sheet, but we weren't conceding chances barely. So I don't know why Jan Bruno was getting such a poor rating in this game. Strange one. But in addition to that, Jan Bruno has now matched his goal contribution, his overall contribution from the league from last season. He got 8 goal contributions last year. It was 2 goals, 6 assists. This year, he's already got 3 goals and 5 assists in the league. Incredible. And more incredible than that is we are top of the league after 9 games. Not quite the 100% record, but 28 points on the board, 9 wins and a draw. And incredibly, we're only 1 point clear at the top of the league. The difference is we've just swapped out Lazio and Juventus for Brescia, of all people, and Roma. But Brescia have won 9 out of 10 this season. Farley's got 9 goals. He's basically the only one scoring for them, but who cares if he's doing it? And they've got a plus 16 goal difference. It's not like they're just scraping results at the moment, to be fair. Juventus are 7 points off the top, and Lazio are 9 points off the top. I'm honestly more amazed on anything than our goal difference, though. Plus 27 after 10 games. This is more like the kind of football I wanted to see us play. We've got the best defence in the league, the best attack in the league, and both the best expected for and against in the league. This is what I want to see from us. We have built an absolute rocket of a team here, and they're so young that this team could genuinely dominate this league for years to come if we could just get that first league title. At home to Real Sociedad today, this group is very much, it could have been so much better for us if we just hadn't let our concentration drop. But what I would say is, that was something that used to happen to us a lot, and it's something that hasn't happened to us very often at all in the last sort of season and a half. We generally have managed to shut that sort of stuff down, but it is football. At the end of the day, that is going to just happen sometimes. As much as you can put things in place to prevent it, every now and then it is just going to happen. Shame that it happened there, but hey, it's what it is. Huge rotations will, of course, be on the cards here. Now, slight problem, obviously that's not going to happen, is that both Michelchair and Sadovic both got injuries yesterday. Now, they were both one-day injuries, I think, or Sadovic is slightly longer. No, his is, yeah. So he will be able to play, but it's just as well because we would have had no one else to come in there should that have been the case. So obviously Magnus Nissen will come back in here, which is fine. Overmars was slowly bringing him back to fitness, getting into some game time either through there or through there. He's learning that left-hand wing role very slowly. but he will get there. And that's my hope, just to have him as a brilliant utility man all across the front. And I can't be too disappointed with Magnus Nissen. He's still chipped in 5 goals for us so far this season. I mean, our front line is ridiculous. 7-3-5-5. Perfect from those guys. They're absolutely brilliant. Interestingly, no Espinosa looking like for Real Sociedad here, which is surprising. No Toth either. Their top scorer and probably their best player are both missing for this game. If Marseille can do us a massive favour by being the most boring football team to ever exist, now's the day to do it. That 1-0 win against Marseille looks better and better every time I look at this group. It really is incredibly tight, and if they could just keep taking points off of Saints and Real Sociedad, that would be perfect for us, quite simply. They're actually on a pretty poor run of form. Only 1 win in the last 5. Toth's on the bench. But this is how the group lines up right now. We're both on 5, Saints on 3, and Marseille on 1. But a win for us here could be massive going into those final games. Okay, now things are getting interesting. Saints have managed to score an early goal against Marseille. Whether they'll get another one is very, very surprising. I genuinely think about this now. I don't think a single team in this group over the course of the matches has scored more than 1 goal. It's actually ridiculous. Lots of 1-0s and 0-0s and not even 1-1s, to be honest. Clipped around the side. Oh, Velasco's in here. It's a bit of a tight angle for him, though. Hopefully Milosevic can stand up to this one. It's a very tight angle. What a tackle. And we get away. What? Oh, no, we've done it. We're fine. It's 2-0 to Southampton. Have they finally woken up? The WorldCom money has gone into the bank account for them. They've spent it already. Bad idea, I must admit, but there you go. Ball through. Right, here we go. Oh, dear. But as long as we're staying in these matches, that's really what matters. Just picking up points, slowly doing our thing. Oh, that's a good ball. Birkic, don't let him knock it around the side. Pavlich does well, and once again... What a... Milivojevic has just decided to murder someone as Nissen takes it through, and it's a poor effort from Magnus Nissen just wide, not even deflected. Well, it's half-time. We've definitely been the better side so far, just haven't quite managed to fashion something good, but at the very least, we've limited the Real Sociedad to no shots in the game so far, which is a good sign. Hopefully we can just build on that and find that one chance. 2 half-time substitutions for Real Sociedad. More importantly, neither of them are Toth or Espinosa. So they've made 2 subs already, and they haven't brought on their 2 best players, who are on the bench as far as I can tell. Toth certainly is. So that's interesting. Milivojevic. Ball through. All the way across for Jan Brunner. Get in the box, Jan. There we go. He always runs slightly outside the box in the end. Pavlich whips it through. Lance's header! Over the crossbar. I mean, 87 minutes on the clock. I still don't think Real Sociedad have had a shot in this game, but they've managed to just shut up shop here. The Marseille approach to things, apparently. We just need that one moment, though. Jose Ramon, knocked down! Candido's shot is blocked over Mars, and it's a big tackle from Rodriguez. That could have been the moment. We need something big here. Because I think Saints are 3-0 up against Marseille. Granados' ball in. And Uriarte's header is well saved, and it's 4-0 to Southampton now. Oh, go on. Something. Dig out a late winner. This would be magic for us, potentially. Could be huge for this group. 3 minutes to go. Granados' ball in. And it's off the crossbar! It's a penalty! It's a penalty to Sassuolo in the 92nd minute. I don't know what's even happened there. Uriarte, I think, has a header that hits the crossbar, bounces back, and I think might have hit the hand of a Real Sociedad player on the floor. Although it looks like it was for a push, apparently, according to the text. Come on, penalty. 92nd minute. By the time we take this, it's going to be the 93rd minute, I sense. Are we going to get a booking in here, too? There's a bit of a melee going on the 6-yard box. And, it was Lancer that was fouled by Velasco, the striker of all people, I think. And, well, he's gone in the book. He bailed them out in the last game. Could he now turn villain? Chance for Granados from the penalty spot. Sassuolo 0, Real Sociedad 0. This... basically for all the marbles. A chance to win the game for us. Granados slots it home, and it's Sassuolo 1, Real Sociedad 0. I think overall in the game we've deserved it, but we didn't. Hey, sometimes you just need a little bit of luck like that, and that could be the goal that could allow us to win this Champions League group potentially. What an enormous moment. The pressure on Andres Granados there, but he has stepped up to the plate. Sassuolo 1, Real Sociedad 0, and hopefully we can just see this game out now for the final few seconds of it, because Jose Ramon can just run it out of play. Fair play, Jose, and that's it. Sassuolo 1, Real Sociedad 0. I mean, look, they had one shot in the entire 90 minutes. I think we deserved the win. Just couldn't quite get it in the normal methods. But hey, we got it in the end, and that's the main factor. Granados, an absolute... He put the cross in. They committed the foul. Silly, silly boys. Maybe it was that they had to foul Lancer in order to stop him from scoring, and they just took the risk on the penalty. I don't know, but it doesn't matter because we got the win. That is massive, as we now move 3 points clear of Real Sociedad. We do still have Southampton to play at home, but we also have the advantage over them currently too. So a really good spot for us. I wonder how they were able to beat Marseille 4-0. What if they suddenly found? But that wraps up 3rd spot for us. So at the very least, Europa League is now in the bag, but we've put ourselves in a great position now to push forward in those final 2 games. We are still actually unbeaten this season so far. and there's a strong chance, well, I say there's a strong chance, there's a strong chance that could finish in the very next game that we play. So, next episode, it's the combination of our Champions League group. We've got Marseille, we've got Southampton. There is a lot of tough league games in there too, though. Lazio away. Obviously, Genoa at home is definitely winnable, but then we've got Milan in there too, Juventus in there as well, and also the absolute monsters that are Brescia. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost that, honestly, if they carry on playing the way they are. So I think the league race could definitely change a lot over the course of the next video, but our focus will, of course, be on the Champions League. But no doubt we'll be able to find some lovely league games in there, too, to focus on in the episode after that. So, if you've enjoyed this, and I hope you have, drop a like. That'd be lovely. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. That'd be gorgeous, too. I stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Go follow there as well. We've got a little adventure in Africa. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.